Welcome back to Midday. We are starting the show off talking with Abbott Wealth Management. We have Sandy and Shelby Volo joining us, mother and daughter team of the day. Thank you both for being here. So we're talking about a topic that I think a lot of people find hard to discuss, getting your affairs in order and the importance of doing so before it's too late. Right. Maybe I can start with you, Sandy. How important is this to sit down as a family? Because this is a family discussion, right?
It is. It's really important. We've talked about it before, actually, and I think what prompted what Shelby and I sort of want to talk about today is a seminar that we went to. We actually went to see him twice, Tom Deans, and he's written a couple books, Every Family's Business and Willing Wisdom. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because the first time we went and seen him, the next day, Shelby came into my office and she said, "You know, Mom, after everything we listened to last night, I have no idea what you want. Like, what's in your will?
Wow.
What's your POA? Who's your executor?
Right.
What does your health directive look like? I don't know what you want." And I went, "Fair point. I think we better look into that." Yeah. So I actually went through our lawyer and that we'd previously had our will done, and she pulled it up and she said, "It's been 10 years since you've had your will done." And I went, "Oh my goodness, well, let's take a look at that." So when she went through it, what we had thought, or I had thought 10 years ago, is definitely a little different than the way I feel now. Right. And it wasn't exactly what I had thought 10 years ago even. So it was good to take a look at it, make some changes, Shelby? And
So
go from there.
So I guess, Shelby, sitting down with your mom and talking about that, I mean, that's not an easy thing for you either to sort of, look way down the road and when that one day happens, but important for you to know. And I know that there's several different, to be an executor, that's a big job. I mean,
it's a big
you
job.
want to know all that, right?
Yeah, so now I am the lucky person who's the executor.
Right.
Yes, it is a big job, but it's a really important one too. And I do have two other siblings.
Yeah, we have a picture. Let's show the family. There we go. So you're the youngest, right?
I'm the youngest. I'm the baby. And then I have my middle brother and my oldest sister. So I think it's important for Sandy to explain why I'm chosen, because I am the youngest person. Mm-hmm. Sometimes not always people's first choice.
Right. Yeah. Like sometimes, I know when we first, did our wills, it was my oldest sister, my hubby's oldest brother sort of thing. And then time changed. And now you start having to realize that the people that maybe are as executors, not that they aren't great and could do the job, but Shelby's now more experienced in that field than they ever would be because they're not in this business.
Right.
And also you need to look at who is closest to you physically.
Right.
So Shelby lives in town. All of our other children live outside of town because we're a blended family. We have 5 children, 7 grandchildren. So also that prompted the change of now we need to maybe provide for our grandchildren in our will, whether it's if this child predeceases me, I want that child's share to go to the grandchildren the children that they have. So it really did prompt a lot of changes in our particular situation and how we viewed things 10 years ago as to how we view them now.
Can we talk about the blended family? Because I know that can change things significantly. It's almost, maybe a little more confusing sometimes.
Yeah. Well, you want to take a look. I mean, how long have you been together? Right. How many children do you have versus how many children do I have? And you want to be fair to all of them. In most cases, right? You want to make sure that it's fair for all the children that you have between you. So, and then the division of assets, what is fair that way too, right? Like, did I accumulate assets before I came into this relationship? Have you crystallized that at some point in time where so it's really important to take a look at the whole picture and also to always go through it as you go along. I mean, 5 years out or 10 years out, things happen, births happen and marriages happen. So
keep it dated, keep it up to date.
Yeah, I mean, and the other thing is too, is you might have kids from both marriages, obviously when it's blended, but then if you don't list like per stirpies, so if maybe one of your children passes away, well then it's just split amongst the surviving children and it's not gonna be passed down to maybe the deceased child's kids. Right. So per stirpies would say, okay, but next in line is my grandkids of the deceased child. Okay. So that's important too.
So confusing, but so important.
It is confusing.
You guys, anyone out there can find more information, of course, through Abbott. Get a hold of Shelby or Sandy or any of the Abbott team. They're amazing. We really appreciate this. This is just a short little insight for all of us as to how important this topic is. It's not easy to talk about, but you want to do it before it's too late. So
definitely
really
have the family meetings and discuss it with your kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
so
Thank
much.
you.
And thanks for sharing your personal experience with
Yeah,
that too.
you
That's
bet.
wonderful.
No problem.
We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.